Hi everyone, I'm Cloud. Before we begin, just a quick reminder. This video is for informational purposes only and reflects my personal views. It does not constitute financial advice. The cryptocurrency market carries high risks. Please do your own research and consult a professional advisor before investing. Any predictions or analysis mentioned in this video may not be accurate, and you are solely responsible for your investment decisions. I'm not liable for any financial losses.
Let's first take a quick look back at last week's market performance, and then talk about what might happen next week. Last week was from July 14th to July 20th. Bitcoin hit a weekly high of $123,218, completing all of our previous upside targets. The weekly low was $115,736. It's been holding well above the midline support, so there's no need to discuss further downside for now. Ethereum also reached a weekly high of $3,675, hitting all of our upside targets as well. The weekly low was $2,930, and just like Bitcoin, it found support around the midline. Since this recent rally has already fully met my July high targets, I'll provide new upside targets and key support levels. Also, a quick reminder for everyone, Bitcoin has already reached the second high target I set for 2025, with only about a 200-point difference. Back on July 2nd, I mentioned that July 7th through 13th would be key days, either a streak of consecutive gains or consecutive losses. Personally, I leaned bearish on the 13th, so I expected an uptrend up until then. At the time, I also thought Bitcoin didn't have much room to go higher. I explained this last week too. I wasn't confident Bitcoin would break 120k during this period, but at the same time, I also didn't expect a major crash. So I was kind of stuck and ended up investing in ADA instead. But honestly, it's only now that I start to see things more clearly. This is related to altcoin season. Though I'm still not 100% sure if this really counts as an official alt season. What I've heard is that alt seasons tend to happen when Bitcoin is moving sideways or slowly grinding up. This is my first time experiencing this kind of thing, so I'm really not an expert here. Let's review what happened during those days. Bitcoin started pumping on July 7th and kept pushing up until July 13th, where it peaked and then pulled back. To align my actions with my own judgment, I bought ADA on the 7th. When ADA pumped on the 11th, I immediately sold. I wasn't 100% sure the market would turn down exactly on the 13th. Plus, small caps can be super volatile. If you overthink, you risk giving back your profits. Also, you need to account for astrological timing errors. Sometimes things can happen 1 to 2 days early or late. Either way, according to my own plan, this round of action is basically done for me. You can see my plan worked perfectly for Bitcoin. I've been using Bitcoin's astrology chart this whole time. Bitcoin didn't push much higher and basically stalled where I expected. Timing-wise, it also fit with what I said. Saturn retrograde would cap the upside, and then Mercury retrograde on the 18th would bring another pullback. But what I totally didn't expect was that Bitcoin going into this sideways capped pattern would actually create the perfect conditions for altcoins to pump. After the 13th, alts started flying. Ethereum shocked me by pumping all the way to $3,675. I was genuinely surprised. This was a crazy strong move. My average entry for Ethereum was around $1,500, and honestly, I kind of regret selling at $2,800. Now I have to spend time watching the charts again for a re-entry, and it might not give me a low entry anymore. $3,000 could very well be the floor now. But it is what it is. I didn't really understand alt seasons from the beginning. My choices like ADA and SUI were just personal preferences, so this rally after the 14th is honestly outside my knowledge base. But from what I see, Ethereum seems like it's aiming to break its all-time high for real this time. During this surge, XRP performed extremely well and already broke its all-time high. Congrats to those of you who bought XRP. I'm genuinely happy for you guys. Right now we're in Mercury retrograde from July 18th through August 11th, but the astrology during this period is really complicated, so I can't say for sure what will happen. Just to be cautious, I've come up with 3 potential scenarios for you to consider. Today is July 19th, and there's nothing major happening in the market yet, so let's start with version 1. Around July 23rd to 26th, we'll see the first round of pullback. Then on July 27th or 28th, look for a rebound. After that, August 7th through 10th could see another round of rallying. Then, starting from August 11th, the market would head downward again. Scenario 2. We still see a clear direction on July 23rd, but instead of a drop, there's a slow rise until the 26th. Then a drop happens on the 27th or 28th. Especially from August 7th to 10th, we could see consecutive days of decline. After that, a rebound from August 11th, pushing higher into August 16th or 17th. Scenario 3, the no-brainer alt season version. If you believe this is the start of alt season, then ignore the short-term charts. Whenever altcoins pull back to the 7-day, 14-day, or 20-day moving averages and hold, just buy the dip. Then just hold and wait for alts to moon. This approach requires you to watch the charts closely. As for which version will actually play out, let's just follow the market closely and continue discussing it in the daily updates. I won't read out all the specific price levels for next week. I'll just put them on the screen here. Feel free to screenshot and save them. Bitcoin needs to hold above $118,700 to aim for higher targets. Ethereum needs to hold above $3,390 to aim higher. For this month, my original July target for Ethereum was $3,000. My personal psychological limit was around $3,200. So when it broke above $3,200, I was honestly really surprised. That's why I'm being more cautious now when looking at Ethereum's current price action. Personally, I feel like this time it's really aiming to break a new all-time high, but at the same time I also think the July high should be somewhere around $3,150, especially if the market starts to pull back around the 23rd. Here are my new extended upside targets, in case the weekly highs suddenly break and keep going. Bitcoin heading toward $135,300. Ethereum heading toward $4,260. Finally, since the market has already rallied this high, our key support levels also need to be updated. Bitcoin support at $106,500. Ethereum support at $3,000 to $2,600. Alright, that's it for today. Weekly forecasts should never be viewed alone. They must be combined with daily and monthly charts. The daily charts fill in what the weekly might miss. I wish you all the best. May you buy at the bottom and sell at the top. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you found this helpful. Send this to your friends too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.